is unable to decide whether at all they are with a bad person or a right person, because they are experiencing bad, but every now and then they get to experience good as well. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about how acceptance is conditional in narcissistic relationship. Yeah, and before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So in a narcissistic relationship, the narcissist is always right. There is only one way, and that is the narcissist way. The narcissists, have this extreme hunger and craving for attention, admiration, validation. Narcissists lack empathy, they have inability to self-reflect, they have got zero tolerance towards criticism. They cannot handle refusal, denial, rejection, so well. They will lash out. So whenever their ego is hurt, whenever someone rejects them or denies them or questions them, whenever someone criticizes them, they are going to lash out. Yeah, all that criticism, no, denial, dismissal, refusal causes the narcissistic injury. And then the narcissist throws narcissistic rage at their victims. Narcissistic rage can be in forms of silent treatment, passive aggressive behavior, lots of gaslighting and manipulation. Yeah, stonewalling. They will not let you complete, they will not let you talk and speak your heart out. They will just shut you down. Some of the narcissists will become physically violent, verbally abusive. Yeah, so they don't handle no, rejection, refusal, criticism very well. Yeah, it causes them narcissistic injury, it hurts their fragile ego. Narcissists genuinely believe on the inside that they are infallible, they are godlike, they can do anything and everything, and they can get away with anything and everything. Yeah, narcissists hate taking accountability and responsibility for their bad behavior. And if someone calls them out, or tells them that, hey dude, you're being bad, hey girl, you're being a bitch, they are not going to take it. Yeah, they're not going to tolerate it, they are going to lash out. Yeah, and they're going to lash out in different ways. Now, in a narcissistic relationship, a narcissist aggressively trains the victim to shapeshift. Yeah, by withholding love and affection, silent treatment, stonewalling. Narcissists do a lot of things to condition and train the victim to be compliant and to keep serving them. Yeah, the narcissist doesn't want to let go of the victim. The narcissist want the victim to be dependent on them some way or the other, whether it is financially, whether it is emotionally, whatever it is. The narcissist wants his or her victims dependent on them. Yeah, the narcissist is into training their victims by giving them tiny bits of rewards, breadcrumbing. Every now and then they will give tiny bits of these breadcrumbs in the forms of validation, flattery, comment or compliment. Yeah, so they are going to give these tiny little crumbs every now and then to keep the victim on hook. And the victims actually get trauma bonded to the narcissist. Yeah, because they are unable to decide or come to a conclusion whether at all the narcissist is bad or good. Yeah, because the narcissist doesn't display a bad behavior throughout. Yeah, they behave normal sometimes, they also shapeshift sometimes. Yeah, so this creates a lot of cognitive dissonance in the minds of these victims. So they are unable to decide, or they are unable to conclude whether at all they are in a toxic relationship. Yeah, because tiny little crumbs are given to them, maybe a good dinner, a vacation. Yeah, a flattery comment every now and then. So this is basically to keep them trapped and keep them on hook. Just the same way how we train our cats and dogs by giving treats, this is the narcissist's way of, training their victim by giving these tiny little treats every now and then. These tiny little treats are very superficial. Yeah? They are nothing deep and meaningful. In a narcissistic relationship, 90% of the relationship is based on abuse, manipulation, gaslighting. 10% has some superficial goodness to it. Yeah, a good dinner, a good vacation, a good dress, a piece of jewelry, a flattery comment, compliment, whatever it is. So it's not healthy in no ways. And because of all these ups and downs, because of this level of toxicity, aggressive manipulation and gaslighting, the victims get trauma bonded to their abusers, in this case the narcissist. The victim is unable to decide whether at all they are with a bad person or a right person, because they are experiencing bad, but every now and then they get to experience good as well. So that keeps them confused. When a person is confused, when a person is gaslighted on a regular basis, all that gaslighting, manipulation throws a person off balance. That person has a very distorted sense of self and things around him or her. So that person is very vulnerable to further manipulation. That person doubts himself, herself, his or her own feelings, thoughts. So that person is not in a stable, regulated condition. That person is off balance. That person is in a confused state, and the narcissist wants their victim to be in that confused state. Yeah, and that makes it easy for the narcissist to mold, yeah, and teach the victims the shape shifting. Yeah, so if you do this way, it'll please me, I'll be happy, and I might talk properly to you. If you do this your way, I might not be pleased, and I might throw silent treatment at you. Yeah, so this is how they keep the victim on hook, and this is how they train their victims. Now, in a narcissistic relationship, acceptance is conditional. In a narcissistic relationship, everything is transactional, instrumental, and conditional. So acceptance is also conditional. Yeah, you are only accepted in a certain way. You are not accepted the way you are, with all your shortcomings, with all your flaws, with all your goodness. You are not accepted the way you are. You are only accepted if you fit the bill. You are only accepted if you are the way the narcissist approves of. Yeah, so you are not accepted uh, the way you are. You are not accepted for being authentic. You are only accepted in a certain way. Yeah, so if you think you can be yourself, you can never be yourself in a narcissistic relationship. Narcissists train their victim to betray their own self and prioritize the narcissist. Narcissistic husband, wives, parents, they keep reminding the victim. I mean, narcissistic parents keep reminding their children. Narcissistic spouse keep reminding the other one about the things they have done, the bare minimum. Narcissists won't do a great deal of things for you. They'll do the bare minimum, but the returns that they expect is huge, and they want you to be forever indebted to them. Yeah, so that is the reason they give subtle payback reminders. That is the reason they keep you reminded of the things they have done. They will add in some salt and pepper. I went through this, I went through that. Despite of all of this, I didn't give up. I still did this for you. I went through all this trouble just for you. This and that. Okay. No one can, force people to do things. We do out of our own will. If we like something, we do. If we don't like something, we don't do. Yeah. I mean, that's how it is with a healthy individual. But a narcissist will do things, only to be used later. So if the narcissist does some tiny bit for you, they are going to make sure that they are going to keep you reminded of the tiny bit they did, and they are going to guilt trip you. They are going to shame you. They are going to make you feel as if you are, forever indebted to them, and you owe your life to them. Yeah, they have done a great deal, for you, and now you have to devote your entire life to them, yeah, in their service, to please them, to make them happy, to make them comfortable. Yeah. So, acceptance is also very conditional. Now, let us see a small child and a narcissistic parent. So, the narcissistic parent will hit the child, verbally abuse the child, reject, dismiss, invalidate, gaslight. If the child is not the way how the narcissistic parent wants, maybe the looks, maybe the how well the child is in education, how well the child is in sports. I mean, everyone is different and unique. We are not perfect. Yeah, we have our own, list of flaws, and we have our own list of good qualities, bad qualities, and we keep learning, we keep evolving with time. Yeah. A relationship for a narcissist is very transactional. A relationship is very conditional for a narcissist. Even if it is their own child, they won't hesitate in dismissing, belittling, hitting, abusing their own child. If the child is not, being the way how these narcissistic parent wants. Yeah. So the narcissistic parents is going to withhold love and affection. If the child is unable to perform good in his school, in his class, in some subject, the narcissist parent is going to withhold all that love and affection. I'm not going to love you. I'm not going to, shower all that affection, and I'm going to throw only silent treatment. The child needs support. The child needs a safe environment. Yeah. The child doesn't need an environment where he or she is in that constant state of fear, yeah, of being abandoned or, being isolated. That is not what a child deserves. Yeah. To make the child, feel safe and heard and seen and validated. Yeah. Love and affection shouldn't be withheld from innocent children. That's not right at all. That scars them for entire life. Yeah. And they keep having, challenges in whatever kind of relationship they have when they grow up to be adults. So, narcissistic parents don't care about all of that. Narcissistic parents don't care how, their withholding love and affection would affect the child, yeah, and his future and his adulthood. They are least interested. If it's not their way, there is no other way, and I will not let you go. I will, confiscate anything and everything. I'll starve you. Yeah. Till the time you don't, break down. Till the time you don't fall onto your knees and apologize and beg for my mercy. This is how vindictive narcissists are. Their approach might be different. A grandiose narcissist approach might be different. A covert narcissist approach might be different. But, this is how they view situations. This is how they handle things. Yeah. They don't have any mercy on the inside. They don't have empathy on the inside. Yeah. Some of them, even use empathy to further, find out your vulnerabilities and your weakness. So acceptance is very conditional. Till the time the child is the way, how the narcissistic parents want, the child is accepted. If the child is not the way how the narcissistic parents want him or her to be, the child is not accepted. And the same thing is with relationships. I mean, love relationship, husband and wife. So if the wife is, not the way how the narcissistic husband wants her to be, he is going to lash out and throw a lot of rage and silent treatment and make her feel miserable. But the moment she gets that message, the moment she, learns that I need to shapeshift and serve him, because in this house he is the only boss, I am no one, I'm just a doormat. The moment she gets a grip of that, things will transform. Yeah. So the narcissistic husband is then going to, throw tiny bits of love and affection, breadcrumb, validate every now and then. Things are going to be somewhat better than before. Yeah. But if the wife is not at all the way how he wants, I mean the narcissistic husband wants, then she's going to have a difficult time. She will be treated the worst way. And the same thing is for narcissistic wives also. When they see that their husband is not up to the mark, I mean, they have their own parameters set in their mind. Everyone has their own, parameters. I mean, he should be rich, he should be good looking, he should be submissive, he should keep serving me, he should be loyal to me, he should be dedicated to me, the list goes on. Yeah, so the same way, how a narcissistic husband treats his wife, narcissistic wives also treat their husband miserably, will keep on comparing the husband. Well, look at her husband, look at this person's husband, he does so much. I have gotten into a bad relationship. Oh, I was just cheated. I was trapped in this relationship. So she's going to keep belittling the husband. She's going to keep invalidating and minimizing the husband's effort. And she's going to keep on comparing the husband. So basically, you are accepted if you become the way how the narcissist wants you to become. Then only you'll be accepted, and you will have a little stability in that relationship in your life. Yeah, otherwise it is going to be turbulent, whether it is a narcissistic wife, whether it's a narcissistic mother, narcissistic father, husband, they are going to make your life horrible. So in a narcissistic relationship, uh, everything is the narcissist way. Yeah, because narcissists have this self-righteousness inside of them. Yeah, they are in their own la la land, they think they are right, they know it all. Even though you are expert in something, even though you are masters in some subject or the other, you have a PhD, you are an expert in some domain, but everything becomes zero when you are with a narcissist. They have this inflated ego, they have this strong sense of self-righteousness. Yeah, and this strong sense of entitlement. So they are right, they know it all, you have to learn from them. Even though you have degree, you have everything, but the narcissist always knows more than you. Yeah, so you have to learn from them, and you have to comply to them, and you have to keep serving them. So no matter what you want to be, no matter what your approach is towards life, whatever it is, if it is not approved by the narcissist, you won't be accepted. You are only accepted when you know become the way how they want you to be. Otherwise, you'll be treated like furniture, an abomination. You would be made to feel as if you are invisible. You won't be seen and heard. It's going to be extremely tormenting and antagonizing for your mind. Yeah, I mean, when you are not getting into that mode of shape shifting. But gradually, narcissists are dedicated teachers. With time, they are going to hammer it inside of you. They are going to teach you and train you to learn the art of shape shifting. Yeah, and that's how you're going to survive the narcissistic relationship, by shape shifting and serving them, and that's it. So yes, acceptance is conditional. If you are the way they want, if you are the way they approve of, then you will be accepted. Otherwise, you can go for a flying F. Yeah, and nothing can change their standpoint, because they are perfect, they are narcissists. Narcissists are always right, and it's either narcissist way or there is no other way. Yeah, so yes, this was it. In every narcissistic relationship, acceptance is conditional. Yeah, you are accepted only if you are the way how they want. You are not accepted if you are the way how you want. Yeah, so now it's up to you. The difficult call is yours. You have to decide whether at all you want to be in such a relationship, stunt your growth, um, jeopardize your mental peace, and ruin your growth and evolvement, or you want to move on and start over and take care of yourself. So yes, this was it. This was all about how acceptance is conditional in narcissistic relationship. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Don't ignore the red flags and try and stay away from narcissists. Lots of love and blessings. Bye.